Today I will describe briefly about the history of the United States of America spans over 400 years, from the arrival of European settlers in the late 16th century to the present day. We'll cover the main events and significant periods that shaped the country's history. The first Europeans to settle in North America were the Spanish in what is now Florida in 1565. The English soon followed, with the establishment of the Virginia colony in 1607, the first permanent English settlement in America. Over the next century and a half, 13 British colonies were established along the eastern coast of what is now the United States. In 1775, a group of patriots began the American Revolution, seeking independence from British rule. The war lasted until 1783 when the British recognized the newly formed United States of America as a sovereign nation. After the Revolution, the Constitution of the United States was written and ratified, establishing a federal system of government that divided power between the national and state governments. George Washington was elected as the first President of the United States in 1789. The early 1800s saw the Louisiana Purchase, which doubled the size of the United States and led to an expansion of American territory westward. The United States also became embroiled in conflicts with Native American tribes, including the Trail of Tears, which forced thousands of Native Americans from their homes. In the mid-1800s, tensions over slavery erupted in the United States, leading to the Civil War from 1861 to 1865. The Union victory led to the abolition of slavery, and the period of Reconstruction sought to rebuild the country and guarantee civil rights to African Americans. The late 1800s and early 1900s saw expansionist policies abroad, such as the Spanish–American War and the annexation of Hawaii. The country also experienced significant industrialization and immigration, with millions of people from Europe and other parts of the world moving to the United States. The United States entered World War I in 1917 and helped secure victory for the Allies in 1918, leading to the establishment of the League of Nations. The 1920s saw economic growth and cultural change, known as the Roaring Twenties, but a stock market crash in 1929 led to the Great Depression. The country entered World War II in 1941 after the Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The United States played a major role in the defeat of Nazi Germany and Imperial Japan and
The United States of America generates its revenue from various sources, including taxes, fees, tariffs, and government investments. It is also heavily reliant on its service sector and industries such as tech, finance, and healthcare. The federal government of the United States relies on taxes for the majority of its revenue. The income tax is the primary source of revenue, accounting for around half of all federal income. Social Security taxes, corporate income taxes, excise taxes, and estate and gift taxes are other significant sources of revenue for the government. State governments also rely on taxes to fund their operations. Most states have income taxes, sales taxes, and property taxes. These taxes help pay for education, healthcare, and infrastructure projects within each state. The United States also generates revenue through tariffs, or taxes on imports. Tariffs are designed to protect domestic industries, but can also lead to trade imbalances and affect international relations. Another significant source of revenue for the United States is its service sector. Services such as finance, healthcare, and technology account for around 80% of the country's gross domestic product, GDP, and employ the majority of the workforce. This sector generates revenue through fees, such as banking and financial services fees, and the sale of goods, such as pharmaceuticals. The United States is also a major exporter of goods, particularly in industries such as aircraft and automobiles. Exports generate revenue by selling goods to other countries, creating jobs and growth in domestic industries. Finally, the government invests in various industries and collects revenue through returns on those investments. For example, the government invests in infrastructure projects such as highways, bridges, and airports, which can generate revenue through tolls and fees. In summary, the main revenue sources of the United States are taxes, tariffs, services, exports, and government investments. Each of these industries contributes to the country's economic growth and stability, supporting the government in providing services and infrastructure to its citizens.